All right, so for today's lesson, we're going to do a couple things before we get to our project. First is you're going to pick up a copy of the Business/Money Riddles Challenge. Fun way to get the class started. You can work with your table partner on this. Do your best to guess. Don't look up the answers because we're going to go over these next class. Turn that in when you're done. You can pick up your notebooks in the class bin, labeled Blue 2. There is an assignment posted on Google Classroom. If you have headphones, you can use your own headphones. There will be some extra ones available to you. Here it says business analysis. There's videos of a bunch of different companies many of you are familiar with. Spend some time, pick 2 videos to watch, and then answer the question above, something that you found interesting or something that you learned about the company. Once you have completed both of those, you can get started on your case study for your infographic project. Priority would be number 2 on our list that we went over last time. Finish your research. Make sure you know as much information as you can about these companies in terms of how much money they make, what do they do for purchasing goods and services, etc. So we're going to do an infographic for this. So you can kind of think of this as a visual way to communicate information. So instead of just writing a paper or instead of just doing a Google slide, I'm going to have some visual things. I'm going to make it look really nice. It's going to be nice to look at, but I'm also going to provide some relevant information as well. We'll go over the rubric here in just a second. So you want to click on the Canva link here, and it will take you to a library of templates for business infographics. Pick any of them. You can also start from scratch. If you go up top, you can just create a blank business infographic, but a lot of these are already kind of pre-filled with some things. So let's say I was going to work on this one here. Obviously, I would want to change the name or the title here to my company. I would want to change this picture to maybe a logo of the company. And then this one is set up nicely because it already has 4 sections. And maybe I want to edit this picture down here to create a picture or include a picture of the logo or the company's products. Each of these should be one of the 4 ways in which a business stimulates the economy. So purchasing goods and services, providing jobs, and then fill in the information that you found in the subsections for each one. How many people do they employ in the U.S. and internationally? How much did they purchase in goods and services, and so on and so on. Like I said, Canva is really, really good for using existing templates, but also if you wanted to create something from scratch as well. Okay, a couple things to pay attention to. Make sure that you are using the correct font and font size because we want to be able to see this. We're going to print some of these up on the classroom wall, so we want to be able to read these. And also make sure that yours is specific to your company. There is a sample one on Google Classroom that I posted. This is not an A, a B, a C, or a D. It was just one that I found, but it does a good example. As you can see, it kind of lays out the path for all of the different topics that we discussed in terms of how a business stimulates the economy. And they added some their own personal images as well. Okay? And you'll notice they also added a kind of a follow-up statistic for the actual facts. So for example, you can look and see, have the profits increased over the last couple of years? Have they decreased? Have the number of employees increased or decreased over the last several years? So I would say probably at least 2 bullet points for each section. Okay. Now, rubric's pretty straightforward. Make sure all your research is complete. Evidence that you found is appropriate and specific to the company. Numbers and statistics are used. You should already have a Canva account, or you should be able to create it once you click on that link. Make sure you're choosing an appropriate layout or template for the infographic. And the big one is the style and the design. Informative and visually appealing. Attention to detail is evident by color and font selection. Whenever you're finished, we want to finish these up by the time we leave class today. Whenever you finish, here's how we're going to turn these in. We're going to go up to the share button in the corner, and then we want to make sure that it says either anyone with this link or Mr. Whalen's class can access it. And then we want to copy that link, and then we're going to submit that to the assignment on Google Classroom.